Hello everybody, my name is Josh, or Luvic on other channels, hence Luvic Homesteading. Welcome back to the Model T. It's been a while since I worked on it because, you know, it's been dropping down to like 20 degrees and it's been cold. And I just didn't want to be out here and dealing with that, you know? There's chickens outside wondering about. So one thing I have done besides actually working on it is I have bought pieces and parts like new headlight bulbs and a lot of wiring to replace the rink-a-dink stuff I have. And that's a filter for the the bowl, or the this thing right here. So that is the sediment bowl, which I bought. It's a original 100-year-old one, because I found out the issue I was having with this car. It would run for 20 seconds and then it would stop. And yeah, let me just close that. And this car had a aftermarket fuel pump on it. So they did not have a sediment bowl on there. Instead, they had the fuel pump and this little filter right here. And what was happening was, you know, this car's gravity fed, right? So what was happening was when the fuel pump was on, it would flood the carburetor. But, you know, I don't need the fuel pump to be on all the time. Which is actually, is it on? I might have taken it off. It's down. Okay, that's the regulator, and that's the fuel pump. And the fuel line is actually disconnected right now. So the issue I found why it was stopping after 20 seconds of running was with it being gravity fed. It would barely drip out gas into the carburetor. So if I let the car sit for a while, the carburetor bowl would fill up just enough for it to run for 20 seconds. And then when I took off the filter over there, it like if I disconnected behind the fuel pump and the fuel filter, the gas would pour out easily. Good. So that's the main issue I'm having. But I bought a new fuel line. I'm just going to convert it back to the old gravity fed system. But to do that, I have to install this. But with me buying a 100-year-old one, this is corroded on the inside. I gotta disassemble it. I broke off the handle, which was, you know, disappointing. And then I can't get this apart to actually put the new filter in. So until I get to do that, I'm not gonna be able to put on the fuel line. And I also bought a bunch more of them, some with handles. So hopefully I can get a handful of these restored. I can have some backups, and who knows, maybe I'll buy a different one. Or sell one, I mean, we'll find out. But my project today, because I really don't feel like tinkering with that, is I'm going to redo the wiring. So good job. This is the magneto wire. This is all the wiring for the switch. And this is the wiring harness for the left side headlights. And I didn't buy the main harness right here because the one I have works. It's just a little ugly. So no need to spend money on something that works. And obviously we got the new spark plug wires here. And apparently with me letting it sit for like 2 months, we got an oil leak. Conveniently not above the oil drip, or the oil pan here. It's looking to me like this is the cover down here. This somewhere along under here. So that's the inspection cover for, you know, the engine. I have not had to tinker with that yet. We're gonna find out eventually at a later date. 'Cause, for one, I don't got a gasket for that. I don't quite have the patience for that yet. You know, at least it's a slow drip. It's not just like pouring out. So what I'm gonna do is just pull that over. And hopefully that'll catch it. So I thought the drip was coming from here because we got a little oil leak right there where that little gold splotchy part is. So, and yes, those are nails. I need to replace those with actual cotter pins because the last time I took out this, I ended up stabbing myself on one of them. But what I was saying, looks like there's already been an oil leak there in the past, and somebody tried to patch it. Ooh. Okay, so now that we're 8 minutes in, I'm gonna get to work on the wiring. I had this underneath the carburetor because I was afraid it would drip gas, but that ain't even connected no more, so I'm gonna get this out of the way. So this is for the fuel pump. This isn't something you'll have on the original Model T, so we're not going to worry about that anytime soon. I'm gonna be taking that off, replacing all the wiring underneath that, and do this for the other light. And this lighting harness also has the wires for the rear lights, but I don't have any rear lights. So let's do the headlight first. Just want to close these. Close that. And let's find a spot for my tripod. Just set you right here for the moment.
Okay. So this is the lighting wire loom for the 1919 to 25. This card is the 1924 Model T Touring. Let's open this up. And if you're hearing the birds out there, those are guinea fowls. They're dramatic. Okay, here we go. We got a little instruction pamphlet. The 5-way lighting harness, 1919 to 25. So we got the black with green. This driver's side to left headlamps. I'll move my camera. This is a bad spot. Might as well stick it on the floor here. Here's wiring harness. So black with green. Driver's side bright. That would be this one right here. And then that would be the dim. These actually plug into the back of the headlight connection. So that's this one here and this one. So let's go ahead and get that plugged in. I'm gonna check on those birds real quick. I'm gonna take y'all with me. We're gonna go see what the hell's happening with these birds. Here's a rooster. There's some ducks. Hey, roosty. Hey, duckies. There's the guinea. Chillax. Y'all know who I am. Chicken. We just put this up and we haven't built an actual door yet, so this works. For now, it works. Hey birdies. They do that because their fifth guinea is not with them. Their fifth guinea can use light to guide them. Oh, I'll just split them up. Come on, birds, go inside. And be quiet. Go inside. Go inside. Go inside. Come on. You know what? You can deal with it yourself. You duckies. But that kind of looks like own the most obnoxious bird in the world. So about like that. Oh, let's see if we can work on the car without being completely overpowered by the power of the voice of the other birds. I have to come out here in like 30-40 minutes again anyways to put them up and shut those doors. So, okay. Lock the rest of this over there. Okay, so this says number 6 position is the brights. So that's this right here, and that's the dim. So I might actually have these in reverse. Oh, I don't have to take these all the way out. These are the little fork type. Just enough. I'll flip these around. Red on dim. Actually, since I'm already doing this, maybe I should do the switch first. Okay, let me grab the switch wires. I'll just do them at the same time. What do I do with them? Here we go. Oh, okay, cool. So this is also the forked ones. And then these would go on the back of the switch. Don't know if you can see that properly. Actually, just come over here and look at it. It's not focusing, but You can kind of see it. So that means I can go ahead and do the harness without worrying too much. Without having to do it again. Okay, so. That one there. That one right there. We got red and green. Okay, black with green is number 6, and then black with red is number 5. So you right there. Yeah, I gotta take these red ones off because they're the little actual hoop types rather than the fork. I'm glad I realized that. That would have been embarrassing. But you can see why I'm switching these out. Come on, focus. Focus. So these are wires I just installed, and these go to the other headlight. So dim and brights. These are the wires I had on there. Super thin. You know, they're just wires I scrounged up and about. And then now on the switch side, these little red ones, we're gonna have these. So they're probably double the thickness of these little red ones here. So go ahead and take this off. I have absolutely no clue what that one is. It's interesting. Possibly the rear. That might be the rear headlights. And these two, being the brights and the dims, we'll just plug in down here. I'll do that in a little while. Okay. Now the black one, this one here, goes on post 4 on terminal block to rear lamp, connects with green wire coming from switch on some cars. If bullet terminal is not used with your rear lamp, simply remove. Okay, gotcha. So that is this. Connect with the green wire coming from switch on some cars. Okay. Starter switch. Connect with cable coming from battery. Really? Then you terminal block to magneto. Okay. So So this one I bought is a magneto wire from 1909 to 1927. It's a light harness from 1919 to 25, which has terminal block to magneto, which is there down to the magneto, which makes sense, I suppose, because there's no way this would actually be able to connect up here. So what is this for? Because the way it's wired up, it's like the spark plug wires. Okay. So it is this thin little wire that goes down to the magneto. But it's still thicker than this blue wire here that I have. So that's good. Position to starter switch. Okay, I'm coming from back. Gotcha. That makes sense. Right now, this cable connects down to the starter switch, which connects to the battery. So that makes sure that you have power for your lights and stuff, even when your car's not started. So this wire here, just push out. I kind of feel like maybe I should route this through that hole. Where'd it go? This hole. And this goes to the fuel pump, so I'll just keep that disconnected. Take that off too. What I'll do actually is just go ahead and take off all of this wiring, because it's coming off anyways. And right now it's just kind of in the way. And that's the permanent one. I'm gonna take off that top piece. Slide out. Yeah. I love it when things are simple. Let's just push this through. Go and get it out of my way. I'll just leave the green here. Okay, so got our brights and our dim right here. One going to that side of the headlights, and this one going to the driver's side headlight. And then this is the old magneto wire. I'll just take that off. I can unwrap that, get it out of my way. Put it in there. Where'd that paper go? Here it is. Okay. So red wire goes to dim, or sorry, black and red wire goes to dim, black and green goes to brights. So now black wire, number 4, goes to the rear lamp. Connects with green wire coming from switch on some cars. If bullet terminal is not used with your rear lamp, simply remove. So that's not referring to this green wire. That's my fuel pump wire. So this is the bullet terminal. No idea how that would be because I don't have rear lights right now. Okay. But I will. Honestly, I might not even connect this yet, just because I don't have rear wiring, so I don't want to have a live wire connected to nothing in the back. So I'll just leave this disconnected. Yellow wire, block 3, position to starter switch. Connect with cable coming from battery. So yellow wire here will connect here on 3. And then red goes on the magneto terminal, which is right here. And this first one is the generator, I believe. Yeah. Black would go right there. I'll just go ahead and put it there for the time being. Because I don't believe I had anything actually connected right here. Anyways, there's sounded like someone was in here for a second. That's scary. Okay. me see if I could just. Go ahead and route this into here. I wonder if it even does, honestly. That won't fit. It may honestly just go down, just like this. I'll just have to look at some reference pictures. It looks to me, you just put you through this little opening down here. Run along the chassis. Put this one first, I think. There it goes. Then the battery switch, starter switch, cable, put that over there. Yeah, you can just come on down. Oh, I see what you're getting caught on. Okay. That's annoying. I'll show you all on the other side here in a minute. Actually, should be the hood shelf that runs along here. This might not be able to go here. But, in the meantime, I'm gonna just plop this over here. Put it through a little hole here and wrap this around. I'm gonna look at some references real quick. Okay. So it looks like I'm on the right path. So most pictures I just saw, they do have it routed relatively in this direction here. Let's see if I can. I may just have to wrap it down underneath here. This isn't quite doing what I want it to, but we're gonna try it. Clippy. That, pretty much. So now, what I'm gonna do, I think, I'm gonna grab one of these shelves right here. two of them. So this one here, it came with the car. And I've got this one, which I think is the original on the car. And what these are, when you have the hood down, these actually latch the hood into place to keep it from coming off when you're driving. Put the camera in a better spot again. Sorry for the sound. I'll just hold it. And the way this works, it sits sort of right here. Okay, so this might actually work. So you see the, oh, huh. I thought that was where the wire went. This might actually be where this goes. My bad. And then the bolts go right there. Huh. Where are the wires supposed to be routed through? Now this one here, it may work. It may work just fine. I was thinking it may not line up quite correctly. And then that is where this bolt goes through, I believe. Yeah, it's easy. Let's line up with that. But with those being so old and corroded, I may not use them. I mean, they're not awful. The wood can be replaced. The metal, it may be able to be cleaned up. And I've also got this one, but it doesn't seem quite right to me. So that's where the clamp would go, through the square. And that would be where the radiator support bolt is. And then that's just too short. Unless this goes right here. And those line up with that. But I don't know. I don't like these. They came with the car. Most spots I got came with the car. So I'm thinking I may just clean these up and use them. But now I know the wires can definitely go there. Just not right there. So we can just go ahead and route this correctly, so I don't have to do more work later. If you think about it, it's basically we're wired up on this side. I'll go ahead and extend my little doodad. Okay, I need my smaller screwdriver though, I think. It's right here, it's just a cover. So there's three parts to the headlight. Get this off so you can actually see it. Okay, there's this black piece here. I think y'all can see it. Yeah. This is the actual connection. And the wires plug into these two little holes back here. And they're held in by a little screw right here and one on the other side. And then there's the metal socket, I believe it's called, that goes in. And then they kind of like twist into place. or the socket does not. The black thing goes in and it twists into place. And on the other side, where the bulb connects into this metal piece, it's kind of got these little spring-loaded connections. So you just put your bulb in and twist it into place and it should connect. And there are some different variations, so you may want to look into it. Like, this one's the double contact one, and I believe there's a single contact one for the rear bulbs. And that's for the brights and dim, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Where's my little screwdriver? Excuse me, Nikki. I done lost my little screwdriver. Okay, I found a screwdriver. And this right here, if you can see that, this is the original socket. You can see those little grooves on the sides where you twist in. Like that's the one on the outside. So these little black connections, stick them in and they twist and they lock into place in these little grooves right here. Same thing for the bulbs. And this right here, there's a little screw, which is that one right there. It has a little spring on the other side. So you can tighten and untighten that and it'll adjust the angle of your headlights. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Which one did I do on the other one? Okay, on the other one I have green on the bottom and red on the top, but that may not be correct. That's just one of those things where you have to tinker with it, with the switch, like, is brights on, is brights off, what's going on? And then, I think y'all can see everything clearly, yeah. For this, just run it through. Now we can put these in here. And I already forgot the order. Okay. Red on top, green on the bottom. Don't tell me I gotta clip these. I'm gonna have to take off a little bit of this to expose the wiring and get this to fit in there. So that's fun. Okay, this is actually horrendous. This is more like a rope type wire installation. So I don't quite like the way this is doing. It's getting all stringy. Maybe a knife would work better. go. It's nice and exposed on both sides. More specifically, it's thin enough to go in these little holes. There's that one. Oh, right on top, right on the bottom. Again, that's just in my case. Here's maybe a different one. And this one screws on the other side. Just enough to get this in. Oh, I forgot the freaking... Oh, no, I didn't. There it is. It's down here. Now, it's just screws on there. Now keep it insulated and nice. Or at least that's the goal. I mean, I have routed that wire at all. So on this side, the way I have it, I have it wrapped up through there because that's where it's gonna go. The fender is gonna go here, and then it's actually routed just kind of down under going up. Okay. I'll do that off camera. I'm not gonna bore y'all with me routing that. I'll just put it down underneath and then have it come up, wrap around this and go up a little bit. Because there's a hole right around in this area for, well, this, and also I believe there's a hole for this wire to come up out of. If not, it's gonna come up through the same hole as this little post. But that's pretty much done on this side. I'm gonna do it on this side. So, routed wires up. Did I hit record? Yeah, I did. Okay. Through down here, where this is. Actually, maybe even pull it through even more. So this is the magneto wire. Hopefully it's long enough. Oh my god. It's not long enough. Barely not long enough. And this one down here is long enough, thankfully. So what that means is I'm gonna route this back through. And maybe I can just do that. Huh.
This video is too long for this. I'm probably going to cut out a lot of me just tinkering. But honestly, that's how it is with this type of stuff. You just tinker and everything.
That should be like a 30-minute simple little fix. Will turn into like a couple hours. Okay, so we have that there. This connected onto this post. And it looks like this isn't even gonna fit. Oh my god. That's great. Actually, maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna take this bolt off before I try anything though. So this is a brand new magneto post from Snyder's. The old one I had, I have it still, but the actual post that goes down, the little thing that retracts, its little housing part was broken. And I could technically take the parts from this and put it in that one, but I just decided to use the brand new one because, you know, why not? If I feel the need to go fully authentic, which would be nice, but it's kind of unrealistic at this point. Are you even coming out? No, you're not. Okay, so there's a bolt on the bottom there. There's a little bolt on top. I'm gonna grab my little ratchet thingy. There we go. Gross. Finally. God darn. Get rid of that. Okay. Now to deal with this issue of it being a little too small. It's the same size. Lovely. Oh, that's not even the, yeah. I had that blue one. So I was using the forked end.
See, it's trying to go. It's trying to rotate down it. Maybe I can get the force. There it goes. Now we use this to make it worse. Okay, that's working. I'm using the bolt to force down the connection. Oh. Okay, I think that's good. Finally. And then this, we can get out of here.
$20 to do one thing. Great.
So, down here, underneath the switch, you got the, that goes to the positive on the battery. This goes to the starter, down over there. And then this is the one that we're replacing with this yellow. And this will go back towards the
Rear lights.
So I've got positive disconnected. This one, I believe, I gotta go underneath. So that's gonna be fun. Unfortunately, don't have an easy way to access this right now, so I'm going underneath. I brought a few of these with me. Okay, 5/8's too big. This one 15mm.
slightly too big on that end. That's interesting. That's tight. Okay, 15 mil. It's working here. Now this is directly connecting to the cord that goes to the battery. So put the yellow up there. Put you up here. Oh. 14. Where'd my 15 go? Okay, and then this is the rear lighting. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I don't think I want this just wildly connecting and touching those. Because if these ever do spark for whatever reason, I don't want it frying my rear lights. There's a space right here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think. I'll route it. Just kind of over here. At least in this spot here. And then I think I'll go through and over this little battery support thing that's back here. And then I'll do the same thing I did here on this back side. Ugh. Just kind of ride it through all the little metal doodads. And then I can easily, from the outside, route it to the back lights whenever I get them installed. And I'll probably just zip tie them. Ugh, God. I hate climbing underneath cars. Phew. Ugh. Just get this red wire out of there. And then I'll probably actually zip tie all this together. I'll show you what I mean. Now I can put a zip tie right there. Over here, get this kind of like as a Nice little bundle. I'm gonna remove this. Yeah. That is this wiring harness done. Thank God. Now I can work on the other one.